Good boy. Sit. Good. Good. I'm Josh, and this is my dog Louie, and this is his wife Desi, and they are working line German Shepherds. She is a West working line German Shepherd primarily, and he is an Eastern working line, and he is very suspicious of that camera. No, he is such a good dog. He's more of a guard, and she is just incredible with kids. They're both incredible with kids. So I recently was talking to a friend about why I am into working line German Shepherds, why I'm into titled dogs that have excellent temperaments, that have sound lineage for the last 100 years. You know, these are the things I was looking for whenever I wanted to purchase our German Shepherds. And his fiance doesn't like breeders. She doesn't like me, but that's besides the point. So he asked me why I like working line German Shepherds. Why did you spend so much money on your dog? Why do people spend thousands of dollars on high pedigree working line German Shepherds? And the reason is genetics. The reason is clear. The reason is, what's the cost of hip dysplasia? For example, these guys are hip dysplasia is very low on these guys versus, let's say, an American line. For the most part, there are 3 or 4 different types of German Shepherds. You have the working line, and you have the show line, East German, West German working line. Then you have West German and East German show lines as well. And then you have the Americanized German Shepherd, all of which usually has a lot of hip dysplasia problems. These guys have such a low occurrence of hip dysplasia for a big dog. Their age lifespans 12 to 15 years, sometimes more, automatic. Some of the German Shepherds that you see in veterinarian that have hip dysplasia are usually American bred German Shepherds that are way overweight, just bred so massively. They're beautiful. They're awesome animals, some of them, but they're just not, they don't last. They don't last the test of time. This is a family investment for us. And so we plan on keeping these dogs forever. In the end, I'm still friends with my good friend. We had a conversation that he almost came over to my side on, and he really got to see the value of it whenever I painted this picture. What's the cost of hip dysplasia? What's the cost of bad genetics? Is it my duty to have a shelter dog? We had shelter dogs, the last 2 dogs that we had. Our last dog, Farah, she was a lab. We got her from a shelter. She's a great dog. We had her 11 years. And so she was amazing. And, you know, but the truth is, she wouldn't save our lives in a situation. He would. This dog right here, absolutely would. He's friendly with children. He loves other dogs. He even loves little dogs. He wants to play with them all. Anyways, yes. But you better believe it, if a bad guy comes knocking, he's going to address it. Speaking of friend or foe, my wife has a foundation called the Woman Rising Foundation. She is a victim of cult abuse and escaped her father and mother almost 10 years ago. Anyways, I say that to say that Louie, being a situational protection dog, he could assess a situation like that. 80 to 90% of abuse are from people that are friends of the family, are people that are trusted. And so these dogs are great at watching out and knowing when something's not right. And so if you know how to go off of your dogs and you know how to trust your dogs, you can lean into that and count on it. Recently, we took Louie to a personal protection dog evaluator. Actually, we've taken him to 2 personal protection dog evaluators.
Because, you know, personal protection, it's situational. It's not about who's the bad guy so I can buy them. If the bad guy could be anybody.
Right.
So, if he does give us a really good response, he goes, whoa, he's like very powerful. Obviously, at one point, I'm going to end it. I'm not going to be a threat the entire time. I'm going to kind of be passive and I'm going to walk away. When I tell you, okay, we're done, You know, I might do this if he's barking really loud so you can hear me. Also, you can at least know what I'm doing, what we're doing. Once we're done, just, you know, put him back in obedience mode, pull him away from it, put him back on place.
Keep the same leash and everything, just put him.
Yeah, just kind of put, yeah, we'll basically de-escalate and go, all right, dude, we're done. This guy's not a threat anymore.
Right.
Okay? So now you're just going to stand neutral, and this is just going to be an evaluation. Okay? There's no wrong answer here. Whatever he chooses to do is fine. Okay, let's finish it. Here.
These evaluators are heavily immersed in PSA training, competing, Schutzhund, and so they usually don't see Schutzhund dogs that are able to have the traits that he has for personal protection. It's usually, once you're a sport dog, you're always a sport dog. It's not usually that they're dual purpose. And so Louis has proved us wrong, and we are excited to continue his training. And so we know that in a situation, he would absolutely, absolutely perform without question, on command as well as her. She would too. Whoa.